Alright, well, let's hope that it works. It may not work whatsoever, but we'll figure it out, right? It'll be fine. There'll be no problems. Also, when the router went down, I went and ate food. That's what took so long. I just, I did the tactical step of checking my internet app, saying that, oh, it's probably just a problem with an update. Took the power, took it away from the wall, and plugged it back in. I know, I'm very good at my job. The best. Anyways, back to Stromming. Oh, wait. So, weird quirky thing about Satisfactory on Steam Deck is that the way that you get keyboard and mouse controls is that you just have to use the... You have to use the Steam Deck controls for a bit and then just get it to work back. It's very odd. I do not know why it is like this, but it is. It uppy. Alright, let's see. Is it working? Does he know? No. Okay, so I'm going to open up Discord, because if I open up Discord while I'm streaming, it should just work. Also, I saved right where the disconnect happened, I think. Because there's a lot of Discord updates. Uh-oh. Maybe I should just try one rail that goes through. That actually might be smarter. Let's see. It's not showing that I'm streaming, but let me check Twitch. Twitch would never lie to me. Oh, no, no. I mean, it says that it's up, question mark, exclamation point. Sure, we'll go with that. Does not need to be perfect. It just needs to work. Ooh, that's not working. So I think I need to make it bigger. Because if I made it like this, then it would probably work perfectly fine. But the 2x2 design is also nice as well. Oh, it would connect here, but it's just not wanting to. Although this would most definitely be a path signal. Alright, path signaling. I'm gonna try 2x2. I think the one rail line is a bad idea. I'm gonna give it as much space as possible. There's that. Here. What happened? Did somebody get mad? No, my internet died. My internet got mad at me. It said, stop streaming. What are you doing? Stop that. Whatever you are doing, stop. It's not letting me build there. How sad. So that means it's to build a little bit here. But on. There, and there. Now comes the fun part of connecting this together. The first obvious one would be here. Next obvious one is here. I mean, but it's already going to go directly through, so that's not necessarily a problem. Let's just try putting path signals on here and here. 3. This is saying it loops unto itself. Block has conflicting entry signal types. Hey, you want to hear some trivia? Of course. I love hearing trivia. Yep, what a trail. No way it lives. Yes, the Steam Deck lives. Somehow. Sadness. Brother, what is this icon? What icon? What do you mean? There's no problem with the icon. Also, why am I hearing Discord notifications? I'm scared. Okay, so... Wait, what, where, and why? I mean the VIP one. You said you... It's the thing that you said that you would throw a fit if you did not... once I gave it to you, if I took it away. It literally does nothing. It just means I can see your name easier in chat if there's a lot of people. That's pretty much it. You get a participation award. Wow. I like participation awards. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I'm sorry for doubting Mr. Streamer's decision making. Yeah, of course. Because one day what I'm going to do to mess with you is I'll take it away and you'll be like, wait, where is it? This feels wrong. There's something wrong with this. Okay, hold on, let's just build this normally. Okay, I'm gonna clip the most uncontext thing. True, go ahead. I don't care. If somebody's like, Spiggy, why'd you say that? I'd be like, I said it because it's true. So true. Block has no exit signal. Okay, that's fine. This warning I'm not worried about. Maybe this needs to be a path signal, but that's kind of weird. That's true. So that's definitely not the block signal I was thinking of. Do you know where I get note signal from? No, I do not. Where do you get note signal from? A random theory test here. Wait, hold on. I got it from my TV saying no signal. And then you put TE at the end of no. Genius. I should have thought of that. Sure. Sure. And you know, this is gonna go right there. Why is this all red? Yeah, that does not have an exit signal, that's fine. What, is it consider all of this to be one intersection? What? But why? It's maybe it's because there's not any behind it. I think that's what it is. It's gonna be like the most interesting rail system I've ever designed. Okay. So this works. This does what I necessarily need it to do. Yeah, so if I had something here, that would mean I'd be able to have an exit signal there. And then as for here... So I think this basic intersection does what I need it to do. Because the whole point is I just want to make it so the bauxite train does not have to do like a whole roundabout going to the station. And this accomplishes that. I do need to make an intersection design for like when I want a massive station. But for now this works. And it's all I really need. Alright, dismantle filter. We're doing this the quick way. It's like I somehow figure out a way to dismantle the block signals from a mile away. There we go. So I'm not using pass signals just yet. Okay, so I need foundations. It's gonna be easier if I build it like this. Alright, so put it like here. And go all the way across. And then get hit by a train. Put it all the way across. I'm gonna get rid of this. It just fits perfectly. Cool. It's a good day when things just fit perfectly. This game often does not do that. It turns too sharply? What do you mean? Are you crazy? No, you must be joking. The funniest of joke. Yes. That works for now. I have no idea why it works this way, but it's not working the other way. Weird. Wacky, even. Yes, I fixed the problem. Woo! Yippee, yippee, yippee. Hallelujah. The intersection, it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Yes. So now it no longer has to go all the way around. Now to do it with this section, definitely. Welcome to Guess the Words. You know what? I'll try to guess the words, but it's gonna take me a bit. Streamer man. It's Streamer Man, I know that. Wait, Streamer Man loses this game, is what I would say. Is that what it is? Nope. God damn it. What? What is the problem? Did I figure something out? Oh, Streamer Man loves this game? Good chug. Alright, so I think the train system should be good for now. It's a little bit more efficient. Alright, what's the problem over here? What's the problem, Bauxite Train? Yeah, it was Streamerman likes this game. Okay, similar. Likes, loves, same difference. So I feel like all three of the answers that I said were equally valid, though. Station unreachable? Oh, did I cause a problem? No way, I would never cause a problem. Streamer Man off to fix the problem yet again. Alright, I'm gonna check the progress of the other project part. Oh yeah, there is no entrance. Okay, so the entrance needs to be this to this. Alright, Bauxite Train should be fine. I'm gonna go to sleep to your stream, but for now I'm gonna talk some until I sleep. Honestly, note signal, what you should probably do is you should probably just go to sleep. Turn off the stream, focus on maybe having like a fan or something in the background. You're all good. Enjoy your rest. You have no onus or obligation to be here. I would never want to force that on anyone. Yeah, I do think just standard block signals was the play. Wait, I just... Fine. Go to sleep. You're fine. Streamer Man wins again by gaslighting his fans to go to sleep. Aha. Victory achieved. I have done my evil machination. My evil scheme. I am a schemer, after all. Instead of calling myself a streamer, I'm a schemer. I enact schemes. Okay, so 300. So I'm definitely missing AI limiters. Right. Yes. 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 Well, does this work? It leaves the stream and sleeps. So logistics, we're gonna take a wrong yet again. Oh, I have so many dismantle crates. Okay, let me pick some of those up. It's beautiful. It does not have to go all the way around. Yeah, the dismantle crates are very well spawned in this game, but sometimes they're all quirky. Fails and clicks the leave button. Yes, click the leave button. If you do not click the leave button, I'm gonna click the leave button in about 30 minutes here, because I only planned on streaming for about 2 hours. Alright, let me check fused modular frames, because I might have 100 by now. It's been almost an hour. Although, it could be missing a part. That is true. Honestly, so true. The most true. Oh yeah, I got plenty. So, I need to wait for quick wire to pile up, and then I also need to make those turbo motors. Also, because I already have these units being assembled, I no longer need the 4 summer soups in here. So it can just be normal supercomputers being made at the standard rate. I'm actually running out of parts here. That is actually a proud day for me. What are you waiting on? Heavy modular frames. Okay. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, it only requires 2? Cool. Oh, now it's waiting on stators. Wow, it's like no stators are being uploaded. Crazy. Okay, now steel pipes are being waited on. Oh, it's just a normal splitter. It's not a smart splitter. Okay, it's a Mark 1, which is not horrible. Let me see if the stators go off, because honestly, I could probably just yoink all the ones that are at the factory right now. They're probably getting used for motors. Okay, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to make this a smart splitter. I need an AI limiter. I need 1. I'll just take all of them. I care very much about my production process. Left output is going to be overflow. I doubt it's going to overflow, though. Hopefully it does. Maybe, eventually. Alright, then we're going to put the AI limiters back here. Wait, I have steel pipes in my inventory. I just... Yeah, they're being uploaded too. What in the world? Let's just put some of these in here. Get this show on the road. Like how I can only make them from the cloud now. Yippee. Yippee yippee. Yippee. You know, honestly, this entire process of handcrafting all this stuff is a very good representation of what it's like to play GTA Online. Especially when you need to get through some of the harder heists. What are the other achievements that I need to do? I still need to do all the basic heists, but I need to farm money to get through research. Because I need better weapons. I could probably do Criminal Mastermind for Doomsday Heist without all the extra good stuff, but it makes it so much easier. I will make 25. I will spare the stream from watching me do this for an hour. Or for the rest of the time that I have for today. I mean, if you want help grinding, I've got nothing better to do most of the time anyways. Okay. I mean, most of the grinding that I'm going to be doing... So, it's not like I need money. It's just time. It's literally just time. It's just playing the game. That's kind of the problem, because, like, you get to a point where you resupply all the businesses, and I do not have Cayo Perico or anything like that, so I just need to save up enough money to get to, like, Cayo Perico, or maybe the car heist, or the mechanic workshop, so that way I could just keep doing stuff to get research done. I wonder, how many hours does it even take to get most of the upgrades in that game? It must take a while. So I'm actually going to get rid of the power shards here. Because it's going to be a slow production rate anyway. I can set up a level 3 Doomsday and we can try to speedrun that since I can set my own to 0. Okay. Level 3 Doomsday. I mean, yeah, that would also be good practice for the Criminal Mastermind Challenge. Well, honestly, and also, if you wanted to take a break and still grind the game, we could do some of the miscellaneous achievements, like, I think it's a numero uno, where you have to win every competitive game mode, or every game type. So I think, there's some stuff that I've probably not done, that might be like Deathmatch and some of those other weird modes in that game. Because what my plan is to get all the achievements in the game, and then download the enhanced version of GTA. So that way I can actually play with all the new extra content and the new cars and such, and I already have all the achievements. That is my master plan. Or I might just stop playing the game at that point, because I may have played way too much. We'll see once I get to it. Because there's only so much GTA 5 that one man can take. Yeah, so 300, so I need about 200 more. You know, the new GTA Online that's going to come out with GTA 6 eventually, because they're probably going to come out with it. They know how much of a moneymaker GTA Online is. I really hope they change the healing system, because even now, the healing system for GTA is better than it was, but it's still not great. And I'm not really sure there's a good way to fix it. Unless they, like, made a system in which you use, like, health kits or health packs or something like that, because currently you just spam snacks and then armor. And then if it's a hard mission, you run out of armor and snacks, and then you just wait till you heal to 50% health, and then you cry. Because you know that you'll die from, like, 3 bullets, instead of the usual 10. 81 coupons, let's go. Also, is this full? It is full. Okay, I'm gonna start awesome syncing this. Oh, wait, is it already awesome syncing? Yeah, it is. It just does not have enough steel pipes. Okay. So I already thought ahead. Cool. Alright, before I do anything else, I'm going to pull up a Satisfactory calculator. Satisfactory calculator. Thank God that Linux works with this. Hey mate, what do you do usually for nuclear waste? I've not gotten to that part yet. But if it's anything like the government or real life, I just put it in the bunker underground and then hope that future generations can find a way to deal with it later. That's definitely helpful. Alright, so to make 1 per minute, good one, yeah. So, how much does that require? That requires about 600 iron ore, that's not bad. So I only need 250. So I'm gonna make 2 per minute. If that's possible. But that might require too much iron. Okay. I will not take nuclear slander in this household. Okay. Nuclear as a power source in real life is very good. I actually advocate that nuclear is probably the cleanest of the clean energy sources that we have besides the nuclear waste. But it still has problems. There's no power source in the world that's perfect. Solar is very inefficient and very wasteful. Wind is solar but worse. And then coal is just a meme, because there was a time when there was a bunch of like US politicians and I saw all their memes and all they kept talking about was clean coal and how coal is clean and it's a clean energy source, and like, no it's not. But what about the waste? Maybe we should, like, I do not know. What should we do with nuclear waste? We should put it in, like, water balloons and throw it for children's birthdays. The strong will survive. No. Send it to space, maybe? Maybe make lamps out of them. Just like the Romans or the Greeks. Return to tradition. You see, it's the entry-level college course for energy systems where you can just ignore the pollution since it leaves the system. It's irrelevant. That's what most corporations do anyway, do they not? They're just like, pollution's not part of the problem. It's just a side effect. It's like when you take entry-level physics and they're just like, ignore wind resistance. Just please, for the love of... Please. Please ignore it. God, please. Alright, so we need a lot of stuff. So, at the very least, I need coal. I need iron. I need aluminium. I need bauxite. Also, for nuclear siting, it's really easy, and other countries do. It's just illegal in the US because we're scared someone's going to skim plutonium off the top. Well, we always use, like, what if they're making nuclear weapons as an excuse for everything. That's what the US always does. Actually, most countries do that, if I'm thinking about it honestly. Like, most US countries in the UN are like, what if they're using this material to make weapons? My God! Think of the coinky-dinks, the consequences. Well, the thing with nuclear material isn't even nukes for this purpose. Dirty bombs are what they're worried about? Yeah. Alright, well... Alright, how much quick-wire is uploaded? It should be relatively quick. Get it? Because it's quick-wire. I just finished Mr.Robot and one interesting so... Oh, you just finished all the seasons of it? So technically we could talk about spoilers. And real quick, before I start talking about it, does anybody care about the plot of Mr.Robot? I think it's a really good show. Please tell me if you don't want me to talk about it. I'll talk about basic things before I see if there's any comments about it. So, if you want to know my opinion about each season, Season 1's really good and solid. Season 2 was my favorite. Season 3, I think, slows down a little bit for the pace that I think the show was going for. And then Season 4 kind of continues the same problem I had with Season 3. But near the end, it really picks up the pace and it ends very well. That was my general thought on the show. I might have to rewatch it to have a more in-depth opinion, because I watched it like 3 or 4 years ago. Oh, so there's no computers here. Oh. What in the world? What in the world? What in the world? The sinning that I have just seen. I'm so confused on who is what. Are you talking about like the ending of the show? Okay, I've not seen any comments, so I'm gonna start talking about Mr.Robot spoilers. You all are warned. So who is each of his personalities? So the best way to explain it, Wyatt, is that at the end of the show, like the last shot is Elliot waking up, and then he sees his sister, and then she says like "Welcome home, Elliot" or something to that effect. Every character that you see in the show that is Elliot is a different personality. The only real person in the show is Elliot at the end when he wakes up, because he's been repressing himself for the entire show. Hello, Elliot. Like we know Mr. Robot, his mom, little version of him, then Overlord. You mean the Mastermind? So essentially what happened during the last season finale of the show is that the Mastermind kept the real version of Elliot in like an isolated world in which he lived his happy life with... What was her name? Something bad happens to her. You know who she is. I'm so lost. So essentially the ending of the show is the Mastermind... The simplest way to explain it is the Mastermind put himself in this world in which he forgot about the real Elliot. And Angela? Yeah, so the Mastermind put the real Elliot in a world in which he was married with Angela, but it was not real. It was just there to comfort him. You know how Mr. Robot comforted the Mastermind throughout the entirety of the show? The Mastermind essentially did that for Elliot, which is kind of nice parody. And then the end of the show is the Mastermind coming to the realization that he has to let Elliot live and live with the trauma that he's gone through. With what happened with his father, with what happened with his mother, with all that. That's the way that I see it. And then White Rose is just there. Also, Donald Trump was in the show. So, holy moly, dude has been on the box seat like 5 times. Yes. Man is schizophrenia incarnate. So how many of these do I even have? I have 16. The whole world that was happening and that was all real, right, in the show? Yes. So, like, near the end of the show, when all the money gets passed around to all the people, that is real. The only stuff that's not real in the show is, like, the fake world that the real Elliot is put into. That's the way that I see it. There could be different interpretations of it, but I think the way that makes the most sense is that all the stuff that happens with the main plot, with, like, White Rose, the guy who reveals what Elliot's father did to him, that's all real. And then the end part of the show, when they're in, like, the nuclear facility, and then Elliot stops the meltdown, that's all fake, that alternate world that he goes to. Oh, so the point of the power plant blew up? Yeah, so the point where the power plant blew up, I do not think it actually blew up. I think it's just that was a convenient point for, I think the writer/director of the show, or maybe it's just the director, where Sam Esmail just wanted to explain fully what happened in the story. It did not. Just a microbomb, yeah. Alright, do I have 500 quick wire? I do. Elliot was in a safe room for it? Yeah. What I mean by it did not blow up is, like, it did not actually be a nuclear bomb. That is so messed up. Wobbader? Hello. Okay. Can I fit another train station here? It does not really look like it. So... Wait, now I kind of wish I could have known how he became him, you know? Leading up to being E-Corp or Allsafe. Yeah. Wyatt, I thought you watched the show. It's clearly Evil Corp, because every time E-Corp is mentioned in the show, it is replaced with the word Evil Corp. Every single time. It's Evil Corp. Okay, whatever. Come on! You gotta stay lore accurate. It's important. Yeah, I'm gonna need an entire other floor for Phase 4. Like, I'm gonna need the whole floor. I'm gonna start building the walls. Although, so the one thing I will talk about as well, the one thing I did find disappointing, the, like, Russian side character, if I'm honest, it's been so long I forgot his name. I was kind of disappointed with... So, once he kind of supposedly gets killed, he does not really do anything interesting. Then he comes back for a bit, becomes interesting again for a slight little while, and then he just leaves the show. I was kind of disappointed by that. Like, he was one of my favorite characters in the show, and then he just does not really do anything near the end of it. It kind of feels like they just had no idea what to do. He was not Russian. Oh yeah, he was not Russian, sorry. He was something else. I forgot. He was just some American guy pretending. Wait, no, was he Swedish? No, I swear he was not American. Let me look up his name. Dark Army hired him as the American front. No, not that guy. Mr.Robot. I'll tell you his name. Cast. Oh. Oh, Tyrell. Yes, Tyrell Wellick. That guy. No, that other person that you're talking about, you're talking about that guy that wears the cap, who has, like... What does he do? I think he has intimate moments with Elliot's sister, and that's pretty much it. That's literally all I remember from his character. Darlene, yeah. Oh, that guy. I mean, I don't quite get what his deal was. I mean, like I said, near the later seasons, I kind of like what they did with him, but it also feels like the writer had a lot more plans for him, and then just ran out of time, and was like, alright, he's gone. Also, so his sister was his anchor, but never really got let in. Well, yeah, because they had a decently close relationship. Yeah, exactly. Same as her in Mastermind. Well, if I'm honest, the final twist of the show that the real Elliot is not the mastermind, in all honesty, it does not really change much. It kind of feels like the same twist that they did for the beginning of Season 1, but just less impactful in a sense. Because in reality, does it change anything about the story that the quote-unquote real Elliot was just, quote, pretending to be this isolated person that was just walling off his personality? Also so messed up that he'd choose to kill his own self to take his spot over giving him back. I got pretty much. I'm gonna run out of silica, I think. What else is there? Talk about. I mean, and also there's other weird stuff about the show that I would say. Like, I think the other twist of the show, which is being that Elliot's father, like, assaulted him, and sexually assaulted and raped him. I kind of... There were, like, indications that he may have been abusive, but it feels kind of weird. I guess you could say it's because Elliot does not like getting touched, but... Was there more indications? Maybe I have to rewatch this show to see. Maybe I was just not paying attention that much. Who knows? Maybe I was too focusing on, like, gummy bears or something else I was saying. That's how episode 12 ended, and 13 picked up killing himself to take his spot in the fake world. I didn't know what hell Wright was yapping about her machine. My question is, why touch him that way? Are you talking about Elliot's father? I do not know. I did not notice any idea yet. Yo. Hi, Gandhi. How you doing? What's up with a 1 a.m. stream? Well, you see, the thing is that it's called the grind set, and you gotta find time to stream. This is the only time that I had to stream today. And it may not be necessarily that best of times, or it may not even be that time. But you know what? It's the good time. It's the best time to stream. Was a good watch. Maybe you watch it in the far future, yeah. Yeah, I've also been trying to get other people to watch it as well, so I can have more discussions about it. I was thinking of maybe rewatching it when in the next month or so when I get through like Neon Genesis Evangelion and some other shows. But besides that, I think it would be a very good show to do an analysis on. Do a write-up. Not gonna lie, season 1 through 3 was a background season. Season 13 of Mr. Robot, Elliot has another personality. Whoa, that's crazy. Wait. Oops, 3. Yeah, 3. That is exactly what I said as well. Season 3 was pretty much just setting up Season 4. And that's all it really did. Season 2 I loved. Season 2 is definitely my favorite because I love how unique it is in the rest of the show. Like, and it also has probably my favorite twist in the entire show. Oh yeah. And also the sequence where he overdoses on Adderall is absolutely beautiful. I'm pretty sure even you remember that sequence, Wyatt, because it's so well made. And there's a lot of tiny details in it, like when he talks about how his brain's overloading and his eyes, you can see like the Mac buffering logo. It's really good. He peeked into the fake world feeling, yeah. Alright, how many levels are there to this bottom floor? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I need one more. Alright, so got that. Then we go over here. That show was a long watch, though. Oh, yes. The longest show I have ever watched was House. Which, House is Mr. Robot, but instead of having, like, 12 episodes a season, it has, like, 20, I'm pretty sure. I think I sunk a few days, weeks into this. Yeah. That's the problem with modern shows. They're all 40 minutes long. That's why anime is real nice to watch nowadays, because they're 20 minutes and it's concise. It's like, oh, thank the Lord. I'm not spending my entire life watching one TV show. House is a really good drama in a medical setting. Yes. I really like House. It's also really funny. There's a reason there's so many memes about it. Although, if I'm honest, you could probably... There are so many episodes that you could just straight up skip. I have the DVDs. Oh, nice. House is probably the best medical drama I've ever seen. It's not really a competition, though. It's also a really good Sherlock Holmes-esque show. Because that's essentially what House is. Because House is a pun. Because, get it? Sherlock Holmes. House, home, get it? So smart. Genius. It's genius. Oh yeah, episodic show for sure. Mm-hmm. And there's even some arcs in the show that are not necessarily the best, but I think it ends decently. There's so many different nods to Sherlock, yeah. Which, honestly, you know, the funny thing is, speaking of Sherlock Holmes, my favorite Sherlock Holmes is not the, like, British version with Benedict Cumberbatch, even though I think he's a good Sherlock. I actually think of, like, Robert Downey Jr. the most as Sherlock Holmes, which is very weird. So the, like, 2 movies that came out, I think are, like, crack. They're incredible. I love both of them. And I think his name is Jude Law. Jude Law as... what's his name? It's not Moriarty. Oh, I forgot. Watson. I could see it, yeah. Yeah, it's the movies with the funny discombobulate meme. Throw a handkerchief, discombobulate. Check time on watch, discombobulate. Alright, and here we go. Snack break, be right back. Oh no. I'll wait until the snack break's over. Hopefully you might still be here. I need to end stream here soon. I'm ending stream as soon as I run out of concrete. Also, it's sad I have to do this the slow way. I could make the blueprint, but honestly, it's probably just going to be quicker if I just do it the slow way and then get back to my computer as soon as possible. Cranking that mouse. Oh, I think that was only 9. How sad. Alright. I shall wait for Wyatt to come back, and then I'm going to take my leave. Goodbye, Mr. Streamman. Goodbye, Snowy. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see if Wyatt has anything else that he wants to finish up the conversation with, but then I'm gonna go, yeah. Today was not bad. I fixed the intersection, which is a good thing, but I also need to set up a train that moves iron, coal, copper, and stuff. Hello, back for a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending stream. Is there any last thoughts that you want to get out, Wyatt? Because I am probably going to write the stream log for the day, and then I am going to be leaving for a few hours. Leaving to where? Nobody knows. It's a surprise. And also my Steam Deck probably needs a break. I'd say the last words are, I think in knowing what I know now, I think it would be better to know. To know is to be better. And if only I knew to be better. Wow. Poetic. You are a knower, that is for sure. Anyways, with that, hopefully you all have a good rest of your day. Hopefully you did /will do some productive. So long. Bye-bye.